Hello, this is Jamie from randomizeuser.com with a snapshot of all known Savage Lands lore as of June 2015. The lore is still in the early stages of development, but very soon we'll get stuff like journals that spawn around the island for you to discover and learn more about the backstory. Until then, the lore in this video is collated from what the devs have revealed on the forum and on Twitch streams, plus stuff that you find in-game and on the wiki. Please note that it's all subject to revision as the game develops. We'll start the roundup with the basics before moving on to the unique mobs and how the dragon Kerr, the forest giants and the monolith all tie together. Defiled skeletons. These shambling undead creatures used to be the residents of the local villagers or lost travellers, just like you. Tortured skeletons. These are the lost souls of doomed soldiers that fought the dragon Kerr and were twisted by its magic. Undead furies. In life, they were elite legionnaires known as Furies, a bit like the Spartans, but now, after death, they serve Kerr. In the game they only come out at night, which is also the name of an achievement for killing 10 of them. The villagers. There are 5 proper villages on the Sundered Isle, excluding many small camps of 1 or 2 houses. These villages are Argo, Helion, Vek, Befallen, and Askyra. There isn't much lore about most of the villagers yet, but they form part of the backstories of some of the characters you'll encounter on the Sundered Isle. Which leads us onto the juicier stuff, the people who once lived here and the creatures that now do. Lycor. To defend the village of Vek, Lycor led the Furies in the first charge against Kerr at the Calsol ruins, which is the ones we see here in the central east of the island. Kerr whispered to Lycor his plans before corrupting him with dark magic. Ragnok. A commander who led the second charge against Kerr, and the tortured skeleton of Ragnok can now be found in the ruins between Argo and Helion, the latter being Ragnok's original home. Helion. He was Lycor's second in command and took charge after Lycor died. He took it upon himself to create a defence, splitting the remaining Furies around the island to protect the villagers from ruin. Helion now wields the ancient relic blade, a sword that's really the fabled Grey Reaver, badly damaged by ancient battles. Maltinius. Said to be a soldier who died defending the village of Argo, but he no longer seems to appear in the most recent lore. In an earlier version, he lost the Grey Reaver, whose own lore has changed to accommodate newcomer Helion. Draemar, a wandering soul from Befallen. Now he's a defiled skeleton who's said to appear in different places at different times of day, apparently. According to the journal, he's said to be looking for something. Since he has an axe, I'm guessing it's some kind of tree. Kerr. So far there's no obvious lore about where the dragon came from, but is here for a reason, and his arrival inspired both fear and worship among the villagers. The village of Argo has erected this modest statue to Kerr, which stands in the shadow of the southern tower, whereas the villages of Helion and Askyra have huge stone monuments to Kerr erected on nearby beaches. And beware the village who doesn't worship Kerr. Lycor's hometown of Vek is now a burnt ruin. We also know that Kerr has a reason for having been drawn to the Sundered Isle, and that it's somehow tied to the ancient guardians of the island, known as forest giants. Forest giants are the sleepy tree creatures who have been on the island since creation, and are protecting something on the island from Kerr. If you kill a forest giant, they drop Nightbloom flowers, which contains the essence of the Sundered Isle. Along with Helion's sword, Nightbloom flowers are essential in forging the previously mentioned Grey Reaver. But beware, the more forest giants you kill, the more it provides opportunity for Kerr, says the devs. By killing them, players are weakening the defence of the island that protects some kind of relics. One more thing to mention about Kerr, there will be a second dragon in some shape or form that fits into the lore somewhere, but she doesn't have a name yet or any obvious lore about her. The monolith remains a mystery, but it does have a connection to the forest giants because the Nightbloom flower spawns there. We also know the monolith helps defend the island against Kerr, and that more monoliths may appear soon. We're slowly finding more and more about the monolith with every update. That area is growing and will be integral to the lore, along with the fortress that's planned to be added near the ruins of Calsol. Yep, a fortress where you'll be able to fight Kerr. Okay, that's almost everything, so I'll close with a few final nuggets. The Golden Reaver. Lycor's weapon, whose name is reminiscent of the Grey Reaver but looks quite different. Now, I can't imagine that gold is an effective metal for a sword though. It'll be like making a hammer out of butter. So let's put its strength down to magic. Yes, magic that they've yet to put in the game. The Flesh Ripper. A weapon forged by the great smiths of Calsel with the essence of the Sundered Isle. It was smuggled off the island to prevent it being taken by Kerr's army, led by the undead Lycor. The sword can now be found on a dead body just offshore, if you know where to look. The Blackened Ebon Steel Sword. An elegant blade from a more civilised time on the Isle. We already know that Oskyra is quite an advanced village in comparison with, say, the wooden shacks of Argo. But will we ever find out more about this more civilised period? The Sausage. Little is known about the fabled Sausage of Savage Lands, but I can exclusively reveal today that... Oh, piss off. Ah, bollocks. Never mind. So that's the end of the guide. And once more, please remember that Savage Lands is still in development and all the lore in this video is subject to revision. For now, thanks for watching, subscribe to Randomise User for more Savage Lands videos, and lots of other games as well. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.